Hi, everybody. Hey, Leslie. Yep, Cynthia, you're right in time. You're right on time. Hey, Ashley. Soulmate to Mars. Hello. Hey, Nicole. Nicole Darden. Hello. Melise. Good afternoon, Melise. Hey, Happiness. Hey, Cynthia T. Hello, Leo Squeaks. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, Ashley, I get it. It'll pass. It'll get it. Just hold on. Just stay still. Melise, that's cute. Hey, Judy Hunter. Hello. Hey, Von Perry. Yep, that's right, Leo. Hey, Patricia H. Patricia H. How about that? Patricia H. That's right, Ashley. It will work itself out. Do what you can do, and what you can't do, it'll take care of itself. Just wait for a few more people to get in. Those of you who are in here, please remember to hit the like button. You may have to go out of the chat for a minute to hit the like button and come back in if it doesn't work, so please do so. Oh, good, Melise. All right, Leos, I'm going to do your reading the same way, and I'm going to do all of them with my book. So get ready. You ready, Melise? Thank you, Soulmate to Mars. Thank you. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to get started with you guys. So, Leos, I am going to use the cards just for you to have a visual as well. Leos, for the month of May, starting now. You come across as the Empress in a lot of ways, Leos, meaning that you're very attractive, male or female, meaning that you're very determined. You don't like not being in a relationship. But I'm not going to spend my time here doing May telling you what you don't like because you already know that. What I am going to say is for the first card to make sense for you, move or movement for Leos in the month of May is very important. Also, the letter M may be very significant to many of you. But in reference to movement, if you're waiting for the universe to bring you something, to make offers, opportunities, advancements, employment, financial gains, emotional stability, to create a foundation. It is important to create movement in the month of May. That is what you're being told. To create movement. Don't just sit still and wait for something to happen for you. You can be part of that creation. Okay? Everybody knows that when you pray, and if God answers your prayer, of course he will, but he doesn't expect you to just sit there. He expects you to also make an attempt to create something for yourself. A lot of Leos have definitely gotten into self-preservation, have gotten into self-healing, meditations. Leos, you've definitely tried to turn the other cheek in many situations. I also feel like Leos for the month of May are going to grow more spiritually as well. Some Leos have suffered through consequences and disappointments in relationships, going back since December. A lot of you are distant from someone right now. Yes, maybe due to the virus, but yes, even before that. A lot of Leos know that hard work will pay off, and that hard work comes with either you making changes that are necessary for this relationship that you were in to work, for you to bring it forth now or forthcoming. It will be on its way. However, manipulative practices will occur either on your side or your partner's side. Be careful of trickery. There's also, for some of you who are in study, there is a classmate who wants to reach out to you, who wants to speak to you about something, whether that's a date, an invitation, or simply coursework. For some of you, you've been quiet, you've been feeling kind of sad, and you've been wanting to flip it. You've been wanting to change something. There's also definite structure here showing that you've put a long time into something, but haven't gotten the results that you desire. I can't help but think that many of you have gotten such disappointment or disappointing results from a situation, but yet continue to try to make it work. Can I ask you why? Why are you trying to make something work? Why are you trying to fit a round peg into a square hole? It doesn't fit. A lot of you are taking chances and taking risks like the Fool. A lot of you are very close to stepping off of the edge and going into a situation that you don't deserve. But for some reason, you can't let something or someone go from your past. Some of you are dealing with a lot of obstacles in your way right now. Maybe can't even focus on a relationship due to financial hardships, due to getting evicted, due to losing maybe a vehicle because you can't pay for it, worrying about all these different financial things. Some of you have to be careful of relapse. Be careful of going backwards, whether it's drugs, alcohol, or whether it's going back into that toxic relationship. Use caution. A lot of you are dealing with a wolf in sheep's clothing, somebody who you know can pretend to be gentle and kind and caring, but they also have motives that are behind that. Be careful, Leos. There's going to be some things that are going to resonate and some things that may not. It's okay. This is definitely for Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Some of you are going to have a conversation with a female about her health or her happiness. Some of you may have a conversation because you are the female to speak with someone else about your health or your happiness. Some of you may be feeling very worried or unsure about a situation right now through May. You may allow this to overwhelm you. It may be making you feel small or less valued or having zero value with someone. I'm here to do my job to encourage you and to remind you of where you were before this person came into your life. The maze that you're about to go through, like a mouse maze where it's trying to find that piece of cheese. Okay. The maze that you're going to walk through can look like vast walls that you can't possibly navigate. It can feel endless. It can feel tiring or tiresome. Luckily, I can see the whole picture. I can see the direction that you're going into, Leos. A lot of you are going to learn a lot of things about yourself during this trial, during this test. I'm really honored to be able to do what I do because it is truly a gift. I'll do my best to be the most respectful I can right now. But trying to explain something to you, I want you to get it. I want you to get it. I can give you advice until my glasses fall off my face. But I can warn you too that pitfalls are coming. And why are they coming? Because you're trying to make something work that shouldn't be working. You're not focused on the things that are around you. You're not seeing them. You have blinders on like the horses. You wear blinders so that you don't have to deal with other things on the outside. You're only focused with tunnel vision on this one person. A lot of you should not be putting 100% of your effort into this because you see they're not putting it back for some of you. A lot of you are saying, what can I do to fix this? For a lot of you, it's not your job to fix it. Your partner is the one that needs to step up. You can't fix it by yourself. You can't make this relationship by one person, and you can't complete it by one person. It took two to get in it. It took two to get out of it, and it'll take two to maintain it. If three comes along, that will destroy it. There is never going to be any benefits coming when a third person gets added to a situation. That is only going to cause chaos, jealousy, anger, fear, worry, destruction. The end result will not be good no matter what this is. There comes a time, Leos, where you're going to have to pick yourself up. You're going to have to brush yourself off, and you have to accept things on life's terms, accept things the way they are right now. Right now, you can't do anything about certain situations, and you know what they are. But you can continue to love yourself. You can continue to do self-improvement. There is going to be a smile on your face. For some of you, it may be an anxious smile. For some of you, words are going to just fall out of your mouth when you go to speak with somebody. Words are going to come out that you didn't even know you were going to say. For some of you, you can't see the whole picture. You can't see a lot of things around you. Maybe you can't even hear a lot of the evidence that's around you, telling you what to do, what not to do. During May, Leos are going to also experience new friendships, a lot of different communications. A lot of new ideas are going to come your way. These ideas are going to be very creative. Some of you may decide, like I said, to start your own business. Some of you may decide to reach for the stars, so to speak. Maybe that's through employment. Maybe it's through your job. Maybe you didn't think that you could handle a certain title or position at your job, but in fact, you'll try and you will succeed. Finances are going to improve by the end of May. So if you're worried about something, that's not going to solve it. It's only going to make you sick. So get out of that depression, get out of that worriness, and trust and believe that better is coming, all right? A lot of you are saying, holy crap, how am I going to do that? Don't you understand what's happening to me right now? Yeah, I get it. And I get it that it don't look really good. It looks like it's storming really bad in your life right now, Leos, and I get it. But after every storm comes a rainbow. And if you're willing to wait for that rainbow, then you're going to see the good things that are to come. So now your reading's going to change over a little bit, okay? Now we're going to switch over with your reading a little bit. For some of you, it's like the Three of Wands. You may be a little hesitant. You might be a little scared to move forward. You might be thinking of the past with a lot of situations here. However, the present and the future look much brighter. Let me just tell you that. Right now with the Three of Wands, though, you pretty much are turning your back on everything and everyone. For some of you, it could be your partner turning their back on everything and everyone. For a lot of you, you don't feel like there's a whole lot of hope ahead of you. For a lot of you, it's all about your perspective. There is amazing things that are going to be put right on your doorstep, so to speak. For a lot of you here, coming up for May, you might have what they call like itchy feet. You might want to move around. You might not want to stay still. You might not want to be in one spot. A lot of things will be created by circumstances beyond your control. All right. A lot of you definitely are going to be experiencing the Three of Cups as well, because that Three of Cups is going to be either friends or families or your sisters or your brothers or somebody surrounding you, supporting you, wanting to encourage you. I see you dancing with happiness. I see you enjoying the final outcome that is going to arise for you. You know, you definitely have the exact right amount of friends around this table sitting. Some people may feel that the seats are empty, not enough people there. But the people that you do have in your life right now is just enough to get you where you need to be. With the Four of Pentacles coming up, that may be the person that you're dealing with who's got this grumpy look on their face, who doesn't seem really happy with their life right now, who's not even making better choices for you and them. That is the problem here. The problem is not under you, Leo, but the problem is under the person that you're interested in. They need to get through this cold spell that they're in, this down feeling that they're in, this spiral effect that they're taking. Some of you are dealing with somebody who calls you out of your name or talks to you as if you don't matter or talks to you like you're a piece of shit, so to speak. You need to put limits and boundaries there. Unacceptable. 100% unacceptable. Ask yourself, does this person serve you? Does this relationship serve you? If it's not, then you need to find a new home for your heart, because you're putting your heart in a place where it's not going to be able to pump out the happiness that it should. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who's very selfish and self-involved, resistant to change, somebody who's got a lot of fear around relationships and commitment, somebody who really doesn't know how to act that way because they didn't have the example in front of them when they were growing up. For some of you, you have somebody who doesn't know how to own their own shit, so to speak. For some of you, you may feel like you've already lost everything, so what's the point? But there is something new coming. A lot of you are doing like the Four of Swords right now, meditating, thinking about things, trying to sort things out in your mind. Do a lot of journaling, do a lot of writing things down. Write down, like I always say, the pros and cons of the situation on whether you should stay or whether you should go. For a lot of you, you're going to experience friends and family kind of acting like the Four of Wands, inviting you to outings or inviting you over or having parties or celebrations that are coming soon once this social distancing gets lifted up. The number 4 is very important for you for the month of May, Leos. A lot of you are definitely representing the Four of Cups because you know what you want. The Four of Cups represents knowing what you want. You know who you want, you know where you want to be, you know where you want to go, and you know what you want to do. A lot of you know that the Four of Cups represents the Buddha myth, the Buddha tree, so to speak. A lot of you are going to be determined to sit and wait until the truth presents itself, and you won't move until it does. A lot of you are waiting for answers from a partner that are well overdue. A lot of you are dealing right now with your energies in the Five of Swords because you are in self-involved thoughts, which is keeping you from noticing, like I said, the people that are around you, the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, but you're not seeing them because you have that tunnel vision. Be careful. But sometimes the Five of Swords can be sneaky. I said swords. Swords can be sneaky. When you look at the Five of Swords, is he stealing those swords or is he putting them back? The main character on that card has such a smirk on his face that you're almost hoping that he'd trip and fall or whatever, because he's got that cocky thing on his face. So you might have somebody you're dealing with who's got that sneaky, smirky look. Intent is everything, right? So your intent or intentions is where your answer lies. Now, for some of you, okay, maybe this Five of Swords is representing your partner who stole something from you. Maybe they stole your heart. Maybe they stole your truth. Maybe they stole who you are. Thank you, Alex Lux. Thank you for that. For a lot of you, the Five of Swords inverted is asking you why you are carrying all of this resentment around. It doesn't serve you. It's weighing you down. For a lot of you, there's resentments, or your partner has a lot of resentments about different things. A lot of you have cried so many tears, your eyelids were so swollen, you could hardly see out of them. A lot of you I could see you, I'm looking and I could see you wiping your tears, wiping your nose, blowing your nose. Your shoulders are down in a more submissive type of position rather than upright and erect in a very strong position. I do see the Six of Pentacles around you, which means there is prosperity, generosity, and both spiritual and financial blessings coming towards you. The Six of Pentacles doesn't always have to speak about begging. It's not about that. But I don't want you to feel like you need to beg your partner to come back to you. There's no point in that. They need to want to do that on their own. For a lot of you, I do feel like somebody is going to return from the past in May or June, but closer to the middle end of May. Somebody's going to return. You're going to finally be able to create that balance that you've been looking for. A lot of you are going through some really rough waters right now, and I get that. But soon, the waters will become calming. Pretty soon, you're going to know that you're going to be able to be okay. A lot of you are going to get all decked out or all dressed up and meet this person. You want to show them just how good you can look, and they'll appreciate that. There is going to be optimism. There's going to be hope, and there's going to be excitement that is coming. For Leos, there's a lot of different things on the way. For a lot of you, there's a lot of memories that you keep focusing on. If they're good memories, okay, but if you're focusing on the negative, let them go. It's time to move forward. So I am going to end this reading by saying that there is definitely some of you who are allowing fantasies in your minds to create the outcomes of what's happening or what's happened. You're also allowing yourself to convince yourself that this person is perfect for you. This is who you want to marry. This is where you want to be. You don't want anybody else. But for some of you, it's just because you want that marriage and you're willing to settle. Do you understand you're settling for a lifetime? To be worried all the time, to be lied to all the time, to be cheated on all the time. You don't want to do that, okay? So be really careful. Be really careful of your choices and decisions. And Leos, know that in this month of May, you are going to go through some stuff. There is going to be a few storms. I don't feel like so much of tower moments because I feel like they've already passed. But I feel like what's going on now, thank God in the month of April, I think you've dealt with some towers as well as January, February, and March. But now coming up in May, I think you're going to be able to pick up the debris that all fell around during that Tower moment. You're going to be able to start regaining trust again. You're going to be able to put relationships back together. So there is a lot of good things coming in the month of May for Leo. But again, it depends on your perspective. So what I speak and how you perceive it is up to you. Is that glass half full or is that glass half empty? That's your choice, your decision to make. So there's your Leo for May 2020.